Give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. We do give thanks and praise. We cry for Black Brazil. Yeah, man. The Amerindians of Brazil. Yeah, that South American area. That's up. We cry for Black Brazil. And we use black only because, one of them terms that were people with us easily identify with. Because we know according to law, there's no such thing. Black mean all of these things. So yes, but we cry for Black Brazil. And as Nestorian king, I know mine shine light in a high hemisphere. Yeah, man. And people have this notion for things about when you say Brazilian are these high yellow people, are the original people, but the people who look like I in a Brazil are who you call, the Amerindians. People them what they are from that time till now. These are the people in a Brazil. And me have to say salute to this platform where I bring the information here. AJ Plus, complete gratitude with respect. And I'm going to just really replay the entire video. If them want to block me or chop me up, then I don't have a problem with that. But I would like to catalog this specific set of information over here on this platform. Yeah, man, because sometimes when we speak, people ignore the information because it's coming from grassroots area. It's coming from, you'd call it the simple people, the common people, the plain people. But when other people bring the information, some of us will probably take interest. So again, fair use, complete gratitude. Latin America try to eliminate Black people and fail, and they fail miserably, and they'll always fail. Because when you look upon I, this is where is the threat to those foreign guys. You understand? Yeah, man, this is why we have to start to stock ourselves. We have to stop allow ourselves to be governed by foreign interests. Let me play this tape so I don't get too dramatic.
Americas, San Basilio de Palenque. This is one of the first free Black towns in the Americas, San Basilio de Palenque, Colombia. Listen to the drums, explore the murals, and study the dancing. It was founded around 1603 by self-liberated Africans who escaped from the slave ports of Cartagena, Colombia. Spanish colonizers relentlessly tried to destroy this town, but centuries later, it's
1603. And it is said they are escaping some kind of slave colony or slavery. Again, we show enough information we can match up these timelines. This is what these foreign people does. Them come in your place as foreigners, trick you, intermingle with you, breed up a lot of people, and then tell you, the original people, after them wipe out the ancestors, we have the true story, them say you come from someplace else. But I am here to rebut those claims for this Brazil location. You have always been home. You weren't taken from no slave location in no Africa to no Brazil. You have always been there. As this tape continue, we are going to see the millions of Aryan Europeans, because we have to be specific. these foreign people coming into the Caribbean, so-called, because this was called our chief dominion. So when them come in at our place, the Americas, this is how them do it. And we are show information for show you them prime example. What them do at India, what them do by way of Portugal to Brazil, and no different than what them do by way of Spain to our area. So pay attention, my people. Specifically, my common people, we are getting involved in a criminality, not knowing say it's an agenda for wipe we out. When them get our warriors, them the young youth, them with warrior spirit, them aroused and misdirected, then this is what we get. We turn on each other. And them like this. Because we do it shift the focus from them, who are the invaders here, these foreign people.
Still standing. And this is the only Black president Colombia has had. They purposely erased him from history books. Government officials even sent his official presidential portrait to Paris to whiten his appearance. You may not have expected to find stories like these in Latin America. See, the dominant narrative is that racism doesn't exist in the region, just class issues. And I'm here to tell you that is a lie.
No hay negros en la Argentina.
It's a very convenient.
No hay negros en la Argentina.
There are no Black people in Argentina. You migrated from your cold ice region into that location called Argentina. All of these things are what you call the Americas. My people, my island people here on this American island, now called Jamaica. We call it Jamaica. I don't call it Jamaica. That's still a Spanish connotation. I say Jamaica. And as we go forward, we present our kind of alphabetical theory out there. We're not follow nobody, per se. We just move with an ancestral energy. So here you have a foreign guy. Look at this foreign guy and look at this beautiful non-foreign to Brazil. And this foreign guy to Brazil is saying to the native, the original people of that location, that there is no Black people. And she's right there with them. Look at the audience. See? All of these people, are they not Argentine? Look at them. And they must say none exist. None exist there. It's the same thing them say about us. When them come here on a term with ahuuahkhuu, then them say, them kill we off, give us some Persian picture of some foreign people. Call themselves East Indian. And so they all died off. So what about us? Them write us out of history. This is what is known as paper genocide. And when you follow the mainstream Aryan media, then you'll always be misled. Always.
It's a very convenient cop-out for Latin America and for Latinos, Latines to say, well, it's not as bad as the US, and they're right, it's worse.
This is a story about Latin America's long and brutal history of erasing and silencing Black populations and its ploy to whiten society.
Oh God, look at Mama Beauty right here. Look at this beautiful, powerful lady right here. She's over there in Colombia. And I know a lady right here in this location where if the lady stand like this and put up her hand, you won't tell them apart. Probably the lady I go watch my tape and smile when she see that. You understand? Powerful people, man. And this lady have a powerful position here on the island. And the very same way she have her natural hair, and it's very same way, people. These are our people. We allow Babylon, these foreign guys, to plant all kind of misinformation inside our psyche. So we look for our own people and we take offense to them. And then we want to go, we across the water and attack, down on the Africans them. What we need to do is comprehend what is going on. And this is our people problem. We don't have nobody to break it down for the grassroots people them and show them history according to our view, from our perspective, according to our spectacles, not according to the Maroons, not according to the Moors of Spain, not according to the Aryans. According to us, we are here now. You know what I mean? We have our own mind. And all we need to do is look at the information, and then we can be able to deduce for ourselves, not when nobody tell we. Let's do our own research. Let's look at what was. Because what was is what is right now. And this is why I always use the word usurpation. Usurpation. You understand? And then bring usurpative imagery to mislead, misdirect, and deceive my people here in America. We call it Americas. Not the United States of America, not that corporation created by the very same foreign culprits. This is why most people look at America saying, hey, it's a white man land. No such thing. And this is why I take exception to my people on the mainland when we choose to bicker amongst each other and not look at the elephant in that room. The moment you don't look such as I, like these people here, you're foreigners to this hemisphere. And all the documentation prove it. My people, my ahuuahkhuu people of this great American hemisphere, we are the foreigners promised. Our ancestral homeland is these foreigners' promised land. Our location is that place flowing with milk and honey. This is why we were invaded and we were spoiled by the very foreign system where imposed foreign jurisdiction and foreign governance over our people. It shall end. Yeah, man, it shall come to an end. Yeah, man, ada asan arehaiha asuna da ishata anada huasa tuasa unada uashita. It shall come to an end. Me always curious, oh, we have this place called Caribbean, but you have a next part called Latin America. Where the mess that come from? It's all corporate construct, British, foreign, Aryan corporate construct. All that. That's why we burn it and we deal with us, our ancestral land. When we say America, we are talking about the whole hemisphere, this side.
Here's the thing. Anti-Blackness is so deeply ingrained in the Latin American region that it's often ignored or defended. Like in the case of Dominican baseball player Sammy Sosa, who downplayed using a bleaching cream that whitened his skin. From Peruvian newspapers.
I wonder if for that them do make cartel one of them deal there. Where privately them just say, yo, whiten your skin and we give you XXXXX. So this is why we get the bleaching thing around our location. This is why we have our little warrior, them run go mix up with some foreign people and I talk about them have pretty baby. Not realizing it's a foreign invasion. We now look for alien come from space with spaceship, but me I say them alien have been here, been amongst us. I remember when you look upon some Caucasian female, them straight like a board. And through the passage of time, within about 5, 6, 7, 8 years span, when you look upon them again upon BET and all of these things, now them look just like we. look like our women, shape just like our women now. So I don't look for alien around there, so watch me now. Some of them in on the bed, I don't even know it. Sad as it might sound.
From Peruvian newspapers using 159 different racist adjectives to describe African descended people, to terms of endearment like mi negrita, which
Salute, Joel Jaguasi, Freeman. Salute, Sir Hall, Freeman. Salute, complete gratitude for your presence. Yeah, man, we are share some basic information with our local populace will miss. Because them hear about Brazil, them say, we're not business with grounded. Not knowing, say, boy, our people, it's one connection. What them do at India with people looking like us is what them come doing at the Caribbean, so-called. West Indies, so-called. You understand? And I, man, is here to say, if you don't look like I, here is the proof that enough for no are the product of miscegenation. On the creation of a hybrid species. Now, not the thing, but this is truth. And the truth may be offensive, but tell me, boy, it's a sin, no? And them thing here the truth. See what them are, see what the Spanish people, them, the Latinos, see what them think of us. This is what them think of us, our people. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you.
Dominican baseball player Sammy Sosa, who downplayed using a bleaching cream that whitened his skin. From Peruvian newspapers using 159 different racist adjectives to describe African descended people, to terms of endearment like mi negrita, which actually stem from the idea of people as property, to blackface.
Now, when them say African descent, you have to kind of pay attention, because this is how them classify us here on the island of Zamayaka as African descent. When these foreign invaders came to our location in order to usurp our place, them would have to wipe out the ones them such as I. We have bring this kind of energy and replace them with them puppets, with foreign people looking like us, for continue to mislead generations of us. If them tell them story for 100 years, then what do you think will happen? This is why I rebut the slave narrative here. On this island called Zamayaka, you cannot hold my people and put chain and shackles on them. You cannot do it then, and you cannot do it now. What you have to do is trick my people. What you have to do is entrap or carry our people into what I'm called criminality. Induce our people into crime and criminal activity. That's what the foreign system do. We manufacture the destructive weapon, what I'm call the guns and all of these kind of things here. At best, where we did have some machete. You understand? And them kind of like a cutting tool, stabbing tool. But we did not have a armament industry where we create guns. How it come here? Who you think bring it here? Who you think start it? Who you think create it? Why you think our place is like this? Why? It's an agenda, my people. Yeah, man. It's a political agenda to wipe out a set of people and replace them with hybrid. Yeah, man. Here we're going to see it. It's interesting as time move forward. Running of information will confirm what you already know by your natural DNA. You know these things. You know, if you go find it in a book.
used as a form of entertainment. It's all part of a slew of everyday racism. There is plenty of evidence showing that racism is rampant in using 159 different racist adjectives to describe African descended people, to terms of endearment like mi negrita, which actually stem from the idea of people as property, to blackface, used as a form of entertainment. It's all part of a slew of everyday racism. There is plenty of evidence showing that racism is rampant in Latin America, but many Latin Americans have evaded accountability by treating racism as solely a U.S. problem. Unlike the U.S., where racism was upheld by legal separation like Jim Crow laws,
You're not a Texan if you're not for segregation.
countries including Colombia, Mexico, and Brazil encouraged the mixing of different racial types, known in Spanish as mestizaje. As a result, this ideology of mixing has been used for centuries to deny the ideology of mixing types, known in Spanish as mestizaje.
Mestizo, mestizaje, 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 mestizo, Ladino. Pay attention. Look at these guys. This is how them come, and you say you get the high yellow, like our foreign minister, that Lady Smith. Because we are give them a little bit of energy too. Because when you see them yellow, them that fear come from I. When you see them yellow like how you see them stay, them have to come from I. Yeah, man. Them just do the reverse round here. Them just come and tear up with women. And never no man just a come and a come to no white woman them bring round here. And our black man mingle. No. Them take our royal lineage and carry around a Scotland. That's what them do. And make force we if you are married and mingle and breed up them woman with our royal blood. And then the children, where them bring forward, the lighter shade come rule. The darker shade rule the lesser people, them rule the slave. That's how it really go.
As a result, this ideology of mixing has been used for centuries to deny the presence of Black and Indigenous people throughout the region.
This idea that everyone is mixed also has been completely overblown because Latin America is not unique in its mixedness, but that has been the mantle that it has taken upon itself so that you can evade accountability. How can we be racist if we're all mixed? Well, you certainly found very many ways to be.
Meet Dash Harris Machado. She's Panamanian American and the producer of Negro, a docuseries about Latino identity.
We all know those sayings. You're treating me like a Black person. Trabajar como un negro, working like a Black person. Don't marry a Black person. Come on. Be serious again. And everybody knows these sayings. This is every single last country. Like, stop playing with us. Stop playing in our faces.
To understand how deep anti-Blackness runs in the region, let's go back a couple of centuries. Starting with the wars of independence from Spain for the region now known as Latin America. Meet Simón Bolívar. He's considered the great liberator of Latin America, but he wouldn't have liberated anything if it wasn't for the help of Haiti, where a rebellion by enslaved Africans created the only free republic in Latin America and the Caribbean at the time.
Hear that, my people? Bolivia couldn't conquer Spain. Yeah, man. Without the aid of our people, again, the Asian. So we're going to show you how them use and misuse our people. How we shake and sign treaty and make deals with these foreigners. And now them turn around and betray us. This is in the 1603. And this is how you have to look at these information, you know, because America are one place in this hemisphere, you know, and it was invaded by foreign people who come out of the north and mash up over that side. And then them come and start with this side. You get me? Start with the Viking, but the Viking only stop over Greenland. But in a 1492, when the Moors got toppled, because the Moors in a 720 get a foothold when them lift up from out of North Africa, that's the very same Africa. It never have nothing to do with us over here. They don't know nothing about us over here. So when the North African Moor, Muslim people rise up and spoil the whole of Europe, go in Asia, in Italy, in Sicily, and shove them private part in everything we move, every single thing we move, the Moors them change around there. And when the very same Aryan ones them get back a foothold by way of the Boers and start work them way down with the help of them other Aryan colleagues. This is how them get them foothold and push with the Moors. Then the Moors now in cahoots with these people come to this side and create a lot of government thing. Because when you look upon the congressman here on the mainland, you're going to find, say, I share them tape that out there, that's on my YouTube platform. Where any congressman where you say look dark shade, him have a white daddy. Every single one of these old congressmen of the South, all of them have white daddy. Everyone. This is why I said the Congress are around and have nothing to do with us. A foreign thing that we're born it. Just like them empire what them are called British. Because you see the atrocity what these construct, create and perpetuate and continue to perpetuate against my people. People that will look like I. And a lot of my people now have this information. A lot of them by way of miscegenation, because them have white daddy. So them now going to feel like how I feel. Them now going to have that affinity there for the people them, such as I. Them are going to always stay upon one side and say, me nah say nothing. Because them know say boy, them, you know, daddy where them have or them mommy where them have are the culprits. And a lot of people we teach our people now a product of a miscegenation. Them have some biracial lineage in them thing. So even when them come one kind of way where them now go resonate completely with all a pure blood like I. But when I look for my mommy, me know who she is, and my daddy, me know who him is. We not bastard around here, but them ship a lost a bastard in my location. And a lot of the bastard them grow up and have picnic and enough of them go into politics. And them truth you there, you know. Because the millionaire colonizers, them not get involved in politics. Them not get involved in a government, you know, civil service. Them not do that. Them is above that. It not apply to them. So for them picnic now go do that. For them picnic have our location like a playground. Yeah, man, the children of the colonizers. This is who are govern over us, even when them look like us. Because them know we know, and them know themselves. Them always take them and carry them in a foreign university and condition them. You understand? Train them for come back now and govern over us. This is how it is in my people. This is how it is. So when you see the society of our place look white, here is a prime example. Here is a prime example.
Haitian President Alexandre Pétion agreed to help Bolivar on his quest for liberation under one condition. If Bolivar won, he had to abolish slavery and the new republic he was fighting for. Bolivar agreed, and a few years later, he defeated Spain throughout South America and declared himself president of present-day Colombia, Venezuela, Panama, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. Around 60% of soldiers who fought for Bolivar were Black. But Bolivar betrayed them. His promise to completely abolish slavery was a lie. He even complained that black soldiers were audacious to want absolute equality. They had to wait 40 years after the war to gain their freedom. Bolivar and many other white elites feared that they would eventually be outnumbered by black and indigenous people. So he maintained Latin America's colonial, racial, and class hierarchy.
Them fear a black and indigenous people. Indigenous is a term where them say, well, if you come in a location and it's there for over 300 years, then you're classified as indigenous. You're not really original there. So, you know, the black people is always the original people, them degrade to the term black. And them call you, when we burn the term now, when people get bright and look it up legally, and sister boy, it's not really conducive to we, them call we Afro. Them put an African connotation to a name. Them can't just say, these are the Americans and call it that. No, because them want to usurp our place. This is why them come here as foreigners and then call themselves Americans. And then our children grow up now want to look on TV, which are the very Aryan, instrument. It's a colonial device. There was a time when our people don't watch TV. There was a time when church people don't even watch TV. Tell lie, vision. Tell lie to your vision. That's what a television is. It will always be telling a lie to your vision. Yeah, man, it stimulates your psyche. The CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, these people study mind control. These people are bright people, you know. And we underestimate them, especially our local Mickey Mouse people. You know what I mean? Where things say, boy, you can buy a one this and a one that and say you have broomstick and say you're ready for war. And it don't work that way. We never go, achieve nothing that way. How we are going to have to achieve it is with truth. But we bring them kind of information here forward and we stand up on them kind of truth. You have to say, boy, we are not foreigner in our own land. We can now identify who the foreigner is. We can now identify the system and the devices where the foreigners use to deceive we as a people. Because them always use divide and conquer. This is why we're not unified. This is why, even down to our own communities, we can't find unity. When there was a time when you have a community sports club, I think them thing they lacking from the island now. Them more have gangs and promote gangs and gang activity. When them for build up sports complex and put the money and resource in these things to make our children have a place as them little bit. When them come out of school, them gone over the sports complex because we have people now where guide them again. And if you love to run like you fast, you have an area for you. If you're a skillful footballer, friend, you have little picnic. You get me? That means that the parents will have to go work, them not for worry. You get me? Them save the daycare money, all them do is support the sports center. So you look at, we have all things with kindergarten and them kind of vision that we have to bring forward. If we have them kind of activity that the youth, them now going to find time for you to talk about gang up youth and youth now going to compete on another level. Hey, I run 15 extra lap in a car. My brethren over the community there, them man they fit on me. And you see on Sunday, you see we are put on the thing, them on these things up on TV, not this nasty crime. Oh, we can't change it. The way it's going to take. We allow some foreign people for direct way. This is why we can't get nowhere. We lost we unity. We make Babylon come with all different kind of organization for divide way, including the political system. Yeah, man, it's a Aryan British colonial piece of device that spoil my people and spoil our environment. It pollute it. Foreigner them come around here and change the place, them pollute it. And people I wonder what happened. Well, watch out, my common people, just listen.
That they would eventually be outnumbered by Black and Indigenous people. So he maintained Latin America's colonial, racial, and class hierarchy to keep control among the white elites. Bolivar believed in liberation, but only for some.
Whites will not give up anything to Black people or in general unless it benefits them more.
I love this.
We're talking about a definite racial and social stratification that was the foundation of the region and in which the region still adheres to. Nothing has changed.
I love these kind of ladies. Yeah, man. I love intelligent lady when I just allow foreign people to tell them anything and them run with it forever. No. I like when people go into the institution and apply themselves, but them leave themselves open to alternative information. And then them research those and then them come forward and give us the correction. This is what I like with these kind of ladies and the kind of warrior them will step forward this way. Not the ones them will have them own hidden agenda and them own business plan. We're not, want to spoil these things. Come pure, man, and come with truth, man. Talk about what go on in a year location. Don't look over next man location and you not bring the truth. You work for the enemy, the adversary. Here is Brazil. But not even most of these Brazilian there. Enough of them thinks that them original there, these foreign people. Enough of them. This is why Brazil is like that. And them want Jamaica to become that. And it will never be because our people are going to wake up. We are going to wise up. And the one them will choose to stay misguided, them are going to get wiped out, man. But yeah, so now going to be a place where foreign man come and take over and dominate it. It will never happen. It will never happen. It can never happen.
The foundation of the region and in which the region still adheres to. Nothing has changed.
Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region, but that anti-Blackness didn't stop with Bolivar. See, the emancipation of slavery was a threat to the social hierarchy in Latin.
Anti-Blackness was pervasive in the region. What region? What is now known as Latin Caribbean. That means what? Before, what was it before? What was it before? Look at these people. And these people are not. And look at this Brazilian lady. You understand? Them have a way where them show you some image of some people where originate in Africa. You understand? Like even them image. You understand? And you can identify them ones that with over there. This is what these people do. Because them have to remove us as a people. This is how great we are in a people. And we, and we are the greatness of the earth in a people. We just don't know it. Because them have come here and spoil it. And give we all kind of imagery to deceive with.
Into the foundation of the region, but that anti-Blackness didn't stop with Bolivar. See, the emancipation of slavery was a threat to the foundation of the region.
Say it, let me hear it.
Nothing has changed.
Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region, but that anti-Blackness didn't stop with Bolivar. See, the emancipation of slavery was a threat to the social hierarchy in Latin America. So white
still adheres to.
I like that part. That
nothing has changed.
Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region, but anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region. Was baked into the foundation of the region. Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region. Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region. Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region, but that anti-Blackness didn't stop with Bolivar. See, the emancipation of slavery was a threat to the social hierarchy in Latin America, so white elites came up with a plan to systemically, physically, and culturally wipe out Black people. How did the region do it? Mass white European immigration, while banning the immigration of non-whites. White European immigration, while banning the immigration of non-whites. Mass white European immigration, while banning the immigration of non-whites. The region do it. Mass white European immigration, while banning the immigration of non-whites. Welcome to the Blancamiento and Brancamiento period, which literally mean to whiten.
It's true, my people not speak the different language, and some of them have no interest. The Spanish speaking people, them not bring them thing forward, you know. The Spanish speaking so-called Indians, them when them bring all kind of ancient information, I've never seen them touch on them topic here. I'm telling us that Spain first come step in and I try colonize around here. And Spain never just come in just the Caribbean area. Spain create missions over there on the California island. Spain use a missionary as a front for them slave industry. This is why when the British step in, British ban everything was a Catholic. British come in our hemisphere and ban the Catholic, the Spanish Catholic. You get me? Because British should come with for them own church, what them call it Protestant, where them ban the Catholic after Catholic take it over from them. And them, this is the story where my people not really get, and not get them clarity here. So when I see some high yellow people and I drop down and I bow down and I worship them is according to a psyche. I'm not burn the high yellow people, you know. The people them were good know the truth and know them good. You understand? But it's the people them were instigate these things, and them are the perpetuator and the perpetrator. You understand? And we have to burn them ones to them core, because them evil. Them spoil the Most High creation and its people. That's what them do. But when them can fool some away, some of the time, them naga can fool all away, all the time. Every now and again, you gotta have one a week come forward and I say, hold on, man, and might have look on it that way there, you know, but pay attention to this. And again, I'll say this. My people will ignore them kind of information, yeah, and them kind of truth, yeah. Because when them look right next to them see the culprit. Because the culprit graft themselves into our midst. And usually, them have the, you know, say, the presumed power. Because them control most of what you see out there. Because them come here with them system and created glass it over what was. Yeah, man, all of them foreign to us, man. And when you see Brazil, in the state where it is, just looking at other location. And the moment you find the origin, you're going to find, say, they in all of these locations where the foreign people them come and spoil. They in all of these locations where the foreign people them come and spoil us. The moment them enter our hemisphere, them pollute it. Them pollute with water. The foreign people pollute with air. The foreign people pollute with people. The foreign people create havoc in our hemisphere. But people choose to ignore them and choose to bicker amongst each other. And the big old nasty elephant is right there in the room. And people are run right around it, run through the legs, and them can't see it. And choose to ignore it. My people here on the island, we're not born in slavery. When slavery are going almost on the coast, where just like how you see them do them illicit activity, coastline, who control our ports here on the island? China. China Harbor. Not controlled by none of our people. And who control China? Ask the question, how we in a bed with China and China admits that them is a communist party? No different from Russia, who is a communist party, a communist state. China is a communist state. Yet we have a big floodgate open of Chinese are running our place as if here is little China. We need a census on the foreigners in our location. We need to know where them there. We need to know who them married to. We need to know where them have and own around here. Because we have to relocate our people and we are suffering in some places where them should be able to do better. Make we put some of them foreign people down in some of them ghetto there, yeah. Where them are do up in our mountains and up in our bush. Truth not easy, you know. Yeah, man. Truth not easy, man. Beautiful complexion. Them are rearranged. This is why the bleaching thing that gets so rampant. Now, a girl no want a youth if him not bleach out. And a youth no want a girl if she not bleach out. Them no bother wait for the natural browning no more. But it's a psychology, it's a psychological attack and a physical warfare. Them are the mental warfare from my people. And them have a lot of agents who look like I when I point these out to our people. Because them not have no truth. See over some location where I talk some different language, that's how we have to find them kind of truth here. Because the Spanish people who mix with us when no Spanish, nah, tell you them thing here. Why? Because I got expose them as a rotted foreigner in our location. Any Spanish where you say, when you see the Puerto Rican and all of these people, foreign people them in our location, them not originate here. This is why I'm talking about a hybrid people. You understand? And the hybrid, them always want to jump up and say, oh, it's us. And stand on the original. But no more. Because truth, I got always make my people free. Only truth, I got make my people free. And you can't enslave a people like my people now that them get bright. You know, so my people are shine. And one problem we have with the criminality, and I know so that is a political thing. The crime and the violence is a political thing for my island. And some you gotta look on it. Yeah, man. All when them criminals never vote yet because of the political system make them stay like how them stay. They wouldn't have been that way without the foreign political system introduced in our island. And it still can change. It still can change. Allocate some of these millions or not confiscate. And don't allow no community to exist without a functioning sports center. When I say sports center, it will have every activity. The gym for fully equipped. Picking enough I wonder if them can find shoes to come for the train. When picnic come in and register for the sports center, them I get 3 pairs of running shoes and all. Them I get all of these things. It's supposed to be free. You know, have some politician live way up there. And I look down upon here, call the peasants in a year land. My people at time want to rise up, man. Remember, you know, we have a king around here, Nestorian. And we have a castle where we have to take over. Because mine, Dallas Castle. And we have Dallas Mountain. And we have a river, Cane River, where we can go all the way harder and we Sabbath. We have to start function on a level where we as a people start come together, man. Make we excuse each other, man. You know what I mean? That way we can identify the imposters. Because if I can't forgive my brother, then that means, boy, in my DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, that could not be my brother, that. My brother must can offend me, and irrespective of how it is, I must can find it in myself from a sister I'm sincere and say, yo, salute king. Forgive the man and the man, yeah. Me acknowledge and yeah. Because my sister there humble himself. But when we can't do that as a people, that means we spoil. Yeah. We rather go war with each other and allow the white man to, live comfortably in our land. White man, foreign people can't just do anything what them want. Go in any community them want. I care how bad it is. Look like all if foreign people ever go in some of them gunshot community, because some have to call it. The gunshot cease. But make all I will look like the ones them. All when them don't know I, them we attack I. Well, I don't even want to say that. Because I don't want to put my place like that. Because I've never done that. I'm not going and shoot them up community and I'm an attacker. I've been through quite a few communities that sound that way and I've never been attacked. I've never been violated. So people will have problem with other people, like a war with each other. So we have to find a way to tell them, to stop war, no man. Different war are going on bigger than what we want to keep up. On a local domestic local thing is becoming problematic. You know what I mean? On the national scale. But nobody now tell them that because it's an agenda. All badness started and created from the political system that is in place. I may have said that unapologetically. Yeah, man. The moment you engage and entertain in a politics, you participate in the degradation and the deterioration of this society, this great society. Our people was top-notch people. Our people was a people where everybody that feel look at until them spoil with. I see it now, them are whiting way out. When you talk about Jamaica, you see people like the lady that Smith, foreign minister, and them said that is Jamaica. The high yellow white lady there. I mean, I think she have no black in her. I don't think so. Yeah, man, she probably related to Siaga more so. Make all a Syrian, Siaga. Come and govern over we and no want to celebrate them Monday. But now not the things them, But as I said, I want to celebrate I. We can find some people who look like I, for the eye them really look upon the good works what them doing at the earth. You get me? Like Mount Senior, what him name? The Jesuit brethren there. I don't know if him the twisted or what, because him couldn't twisted make them blacklist him. Because them are rate Rex Nettiford. And Rex Nettiford are some twisted guys. We come with an agenda, twisted agenda. That's why you see so much twisted guys come out of the university. Now, gay people are teaching a gayness in the university. And when them spoil the youth, them and turn them in a gay, them go teach them politics. So them have top secret over them. And I saw them govern them, not different from the music industry. And me now say everybody will go to the university gay. But me I tell you, I say we have a lot of gay professors there. And I push out a lot of gay people. And the gay people, them come out and declare rights. Grow them here tall and say them all Rasta too. Spoil up a whole heap of thing. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of Jamaica. It's going to turn like Brazil. And I'm going to tell us, boy, these are the first people, indigenous people, and show you some, Prussian people, high yellow people. And then people like I, we have to fight a perpetual war. Because we never stop fighting. We never give up. Mad.
The goal was for future generations to no longer have visibly Black and Indigenous people, so that the national identities in these new nations would be associated with whiteness. In this period, elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race. Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between 1880 and 1930, with 90% of them.
Forgive me, I never look on the platform. Forgive me. Salute. Thomas Mayweather. Complete respect, my king. First, Mr. The I. Yeah, the I said, brother, what is your nationality? And then the I said, we can't unite until we come back to our true nationality. Gratitude for them question there. True, me up on the island right here, locally, and them say at the birthplace for I. So I would say I am what you call an American, because I call around here so America, and Jamaica is a state in the American island here, so from the American continent, I should say. So if you ask me my nationality, I would say, no, so me is American. And if you ask me what kind of American, I say, yeah, man, ahuuahkhuu Indian. I'm going to keep it right there. Yeah, man. And when I say unite, I would more say it doesn't make a difference if you what claim you want to make. If you're going to look upon yourself and identify yourself as a people of darker shade and a people in a state where it seems to be oppressive, then you have to draw your line. Because as I say, a lot of people look like me. When them look, them say them grandmother a foreigner. And we approve, we are show information so the people that were originally in this location look like I. Copper color, dark skin. Island born 81, salute, gratitude, passing through, Anna my king. So that's the perspective where me I come from, Thomas Mayweather, you know? Yeah. We just more as if you look out there, you're going to see all different groups and variation. The Chinaman cannot originate around here, so because you're not China. You understand? And the Eurasian, these Malaysian and all of these, them not originate here. You understand? The East Indian, what will show say boy a Persian, them not originate here either. You understand? And we already demonstrate say boy we not come from a slave ship from Africa. Because the Africans are still in their location. So now we are showing and demonstrate say boy there is a foreign system. We change our location and then import a bunch of their foreign people in our hemisphere. Where our people them were just born and I come up now I see these things and I know the foundation of these things. So this is why when we present these things, we can show. So boy, we can't bring a slave narrative to it. Because every time we look and see foreign white people, foreign Indian, East Indian, Persian people. We see all these foreign people that come to our location in the Americas on ships and boats. But you know, see them thing in the mainstream Aryan media. You know, see it in the foreign control government media. You can't see it. A platform like this and AJ. So complete respect with honor to this platform for this presentation. I really give thanks for it. My people are gonna get it, you know. Yeah, man. It's either now or later, but we're not going to get it. Because we know only truth is supreme. Nothing else. Truth is what is supreme. Yeah, man.
European immigrants settled in Latin America between 1880 and 1900 race. Over 10 million European immigrated with whiteness. In this period, elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race. Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race.
Hear that? The Aryan elite. I said, boy, you know that. Well, I'll make it clear because I don't want to really spoil the information.
Black people disappear through their would be associated with whiteness. In this period, elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race.
the elite aim to make black people disappear through their gradual integration into the white race. So you see from mainland people, where participate in them political process. This is what is called integration. This is when you voluntarily subject yourself to the will of these foreign colonizers and oppressors. You cannot participate. You just cannot participate. You can't go there, go talk about you want to form your own political, nothing at all. You have to separate and extricate yourself from the foreign construct and let it go about its business. That way you can identify it for what it is. There is no way you can say, boy, you're American Indian and have any kind of affiliation when it not, pronounced saying, hey, I'm outside or nothing, but you in my place and me choose to function this way. You can't be a secure party creditor and play them foreign games. We are the majority. We can create our own financial construct because we did it before. We had it before. We own societies outside of the foreign hidden hand. We've done all of these things before. So when we say unite, we can unite with a common aim for say, boy, we don't want a foreign governance or foreign rule. We can unite on that. You not feel like me, and we not for the bodies and we not for going to bed, but what make it difficult for us to even do that? Or even ones and ones to even try, encourage these things is because a lot of our agents, a lot of are product of the very miscegenation where we are speak of. You understand? Oh, forgive me again. Forgive me, my Lord Thomas Mayweather. I was away from this thing because the Arawaks are Israelite from the tribe of Gad. All right. Well, I don't have no proof for these things, my Lord. I really don't have no proof for these things. You understand? Because when them bring religion around here, you have to remember, say, before 1492, we don't know nothing about these religion. Before 1492, we don't know nothing about no Israelite or nothing, because around here, so now have no Israel. This location, this side, as much as I love the information and sympathize, I know that there's been usurpation. Because a lot of the Hebrew Israelite races those German have, them usurp it. Down to the very English language, we want to say it belongs to English, man. I beg to differ. You understand? Because when you check the history of all of these foreign people, they come check them history and you see the language where they speak. And whether they call Old English and not like what we are used now. Them come here, come learn from us and take everything from us down to our very identity. That's what they have done. So when you say tribe of God, you will talk to our next man and they must say, boy, well, Jamaica, the tribe of Benjamin, or the tribe of, Simeon. Yeah, I'm not get caught up in those kind of information. You understand? Yeah, because all of them think their agenda. What me could ask you, Thomas Mayweather, is this. Can you stand up and declare yourself as a free man anywhere you there? Where down to your government entity have to acknowledge and respect you as such. Only because you apply yourself, to express yourself that way. Can you do that? I'm not talk about you come and I say you're a secure party creditor and I play games with these foreign people. I say if you declare yourself that way and can show the documents that that's what you have done. This is the problem with a lot of our people, my good brother. When we are learn, we just make it clear, sir, we are students just like we are learn. But a lot of our people purport themselves with them businesses. And I said, do this, and then when they check their information, then they do nothing at all. Then probably is a proper agent for the foreign state. Because it's always lucrative. When you say a man like I, say all my pro box out there that I take my time and I like my pro box. And I can't wait for have some resource for just buy some other little parts and get it in line. You understand? I'm satisfied with that. When talk to anyone when know me, them tell us about this money, you know, because them are gonna have big pretty this and that, and me gonna say, boy, true, I've been there and done that. I don't have a problem with it. But I give thanks for what I have. I work with what I have. I don't look over the fence and I say, boy, my neighbor car shine. It pretty. I don't do those things. But that has probably show me an old man still. Probably if me young, I want everything. I saw it go. But the bottom line is this: where you put value into, you make a white man a place value on you, or not even a white man, I would say a foreign man. The foreign man come in all different variations to spoil our land. And when you see them in high yellow and you see them white round, you know them on the original seat. You proof. This is one of many proof. So we not come upon a slave ship. You're gonna see the slave then.
Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between
over 10 million European. You hear that? Settled in Latin America. Over 10 people. Me I worry about 200,000 white. Over 10 million of these foreign people invade with space. I can't talk to me now.
In 1880 and 1930, with 90% of them going to Argentina, Uruguay, Cuba, and Brazil. Brazil even went as far as to pay for transportation costs from Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived. European immigrants were given preference over Black people in jobs, housing, and education.
Now we see the true Atlantic slave trade. Now we see the true Atlantic slave trade. I wonder if the university people I take note of these things, because we have to create our own curriculum. Matter of fact, I can't wait for put myself in a position for have an area where I teach. Because I have to have a little classroom area somewhere. We start with a handful of students. Because we have to teach, you know, in such a way where it benefits us as a people. We're tired of these colonial curriculum. We're tired of these colonial educational institutions. We're tired of it. Because it now bring the truth. It spoils us. You know what I mean? It spoils us. Thomas Mayweather, we are not free. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you, my good brother. I really won't. You understand? Because when you say we, you talk about you and your household. You not really talk about we as a people. Because we as a people are going to choose to be free or choose not to be free. If you ask me, hey, you're free, I'm going to say what you mean. Certainly. Probably if me ask you, you're free, you're going to say, no, I'm a slave. I'm not going to disagree with you. I can't disagree with you. When I'm going to disagree with you is when you are saying me a slave and me I tell you, say, no, man, I'm free. Because I know it's a mindset. I know it starts with your mental. And if mentally you can't see yourself free, physically it is an impossibility. Should I repeat that? Mentally, if you cannot see yourself being free, physically it will be an impossibility. Yeah, man. Joel's my Lord. So you have to make that choice there. And it starts within. It not start with a paper where you write on. It not start by listening to Taj Tariq Bey. And thinks about why you're free. You understand? No, my brethren. It starts by you applying yourself. You attain the information. We are going to make you free. You attain the knowledge. We are going to make you free. Listen again. Now make we free. We make you free. And when I am free, and you are free, then we're going to always agree. And we're going to agree to be free. Freedom. Freedom. As according to my good brother. Freedom. Free your mind first. If your mind not free, forget about the rest. So it starts with a mentality. All we do is share information for confirm argument what we bring forward. Can't argue with I as the man. I'm just that instrument. Rebut the information. Show me, sir. You can show we a group like how you see them are presented. And when you say 10 million slaves were brought from Africa, lie you tell, you mean 10 million European migrated, what on bring from that side of the world, Europe. And most of European are come out of some region where you were enslaved. You are the slaves. And come and impose that on us. And this is a truth, man. Yeah, man. Salute Thomas Mayweather. Yeah, man. You have to free yourself mentally before you can talk about physical freedom. Because you won't attain physical freedom if mentally you remain enslaved. Yeah, it will be an impossibility, my good brother. Complete respect, my lord. I'm not mind I go back with this, because I tell us my people will miss it, I'm going to want to catalog this, Yeah, man. I'm going to love that lady, Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Anti-Blackness was baked into the foundation of the region, but that anti-Blackness didn't stop with Bolivar. See, the emancipation of slavery was a threat to the social hierarchy in Latin America, so white elites came up with a plan to systemically, physically, and culturally wipe out Black people. How did the region do it? Mass white European immigration while banning the immigration of non-whites. Welcome to the Blancamiento and Brancamiento period, which literally mean to whiten. The goal was for future generations to no longer have visibly Black and Indigenous people, so that the national identities in these new nations would be associated with whiteness. In this period, elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race. Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between 1880 and 1930, with 90% of them going to Argentina, Uruguay, Cuba, and Brazil. Brazil even went as far as to pay for transportation costs from Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived. European immigrants were given preference over Black people in jobs, housing, and education.
Isn't that going on even right now as we speak? On the mainland, where foreign people come in and get all kind of preferential treatment. The very same thing on the island. Small business can't get a bank loan. But a 6-foot Chinese woman who can't speak English can walk in our bank and make all kind of demands. This is a problem we have out here. That's why I say, let me make some walk. Yeah, man, as a plain man. Yeah, man, and continue to bust up some seals. Because I'm telling you, I am the only man who enter this foreign British jurisdiction without a justice of the peace seal on my document and without a notary public seal on my document. One seal was on my document, and that's my house seal. Yeah, man. And that seal is superior to a justice of the peace. And it is superior to any notary on this island or in this hemisphere, in this British ruler system. Yeah, man, because my arm stretch all the way in Britain. That's why I tell the people I'm a Britain, So I strengthen enough to strengthen my office. Because I can't lean upon me. I want to not strengthen my office. Some of the British people too mean That's why no found get deported and jam up. Because I know have help right here and I know it. Same thing with UNUP on the mainland. I know have a castle, Dallas castle with a Nestorian king. And we say we are American Indian, Amerindian, Ahuuahkhuu Indian. We say all of these things, all of these things, we say we're outside of foreign jurisdiction. Them can't deport you. The moment you is no criminal in them location and you get in an immigration, them can't deport you when you adjust your status. Simple as that. Same thing with Britain. Same thing with Britain. But you wanna miss all of them information there. Wanna miss it. And when I'm back against the wall and I go on run in and it's too late them time, the man not no interest. Man past that. And when not found run in and I want to come with an empty hand. I know one man work miracle for no. Some things where attorney can't do and will not do. But when I come with empty hands. And then I carry all on the goodies to some foreign people. Strengthen the foreign people. Strengthen the foreign offices where oppressor no. But you know what? Make us continue to share information and share truth. Truth supreme. And I'm going to truth where you keep can make you free. No man can free you. No man can free you. And you alone can choose to free yourself. So continue to make them fool you out there.
With whiteness. In this period, elites aim to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race. Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between 1880 and 1930, with 90% of them going to Argentina, Uruguay, Cuba, and Brazil. Brazil even went as far as to pay for transportation costs from Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived. European immigrants were
The location with them 10 million European, white European, Anglo-Aryan Europeans. You hear the countries them where them come to in America. You hear them called Cuba in it, brethren. So when I say all Castro look like him look, Castro not original around Cuba. I switch Castro switch upon them. Castro come around here and him get the fever. Him get the truth fever. You understand? And we not stop repeat this, you know. We not stop repeat this. You know?
How did the region do it? Mass white European immigration while banning the immigration of non-whites. Welcome to the Blancamiento and Brancamiento period, which literally mean to whiten. The goal was for future generations to no longer have visibly Black and Indigenous people, so that the national identities in these new nations would be associated with whiteness. In this period, elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race. Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between 1880 and 1930, with 90% of them going to Argentina, Uruguay, Cuba, and Brazil. Brazil even went as far as to pay for transportation costs from Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived. European immigrants were given preference over Black people in jobs, housing, and education, and the impacts of this are still felt today. From Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived, with 90% of them going to Argentina.
90% of the 10 million immigrants going to Argentina,
Uruguay, and Brazil.
Cuba, and Brazil. So you have Argentina, Uruguay, Cuba, and Brazil, where them push 90% of the 10 million Aryan, Anglo, white, so-called Europeans. You get me? So you see the next 10%, them send around at them location. Yeah, man. So you say for my yard people and a grassroots to not for come forget them kind of clarity, yeah. You get me? Because some on a Spanish friend them on a Moorish friend them on a Rasta friend them on a Maroon friend them. Nah, telling them truth, you have to telling us boy. We are it, my people. We where you say over here, so. This is why them I try to tell you say you not come from here. This is why them I tell the people them will look like me in a Brazil. Say, boy, yo, you come from Africa. When? Where? When we are look on 10 million foreign people invade and encroach our area and change it. It's no different with this island. This is why when they say them have treaty with the Maroons, we have to say, oh, you Maroon have signed treaty and we have a castle with King round here. We don't have them documents there. Because we not submit. We not forgive. You can't come in our place and talk about you want to sign treaty. We have to live. We have to leave. We not sign a treaty. This is why we burn all on a treaty. And we burn you Maroons. And we are talking about your leadership. Because the leadership always sell we out. Them always buy out with leaders. You understand? And them truth, yeah. We cry for Brazil. We cry for our Amerindian in a Brazil. We cry for our people in a Brazil. Because them are our people we can identify no different from our people in a Haiti where we can identify. Babylon spoil them. All our location, them you see it have crime-ridden areas. And the same thing them I try purport for Jamaica. But we have too much righteous people around here. This is why around here spoil and rotten away. Because them want to bring back around here like in the days when them talk about the coastline of Port Royal. When all these foreigners come around here and spoil the place. Our people have to leg of the criminality. Our youth, them have to ease up off of the gang thing. We have to really reach a point to say, boy, enough. And make we realize that something else are going on. We're much more vital to our survival. Much more vital to our survival. And we are miss it. We don't have no truth. The University of West Indies and all of these other colonial institutions will never bring you these kind of truth. How can they? It have got burned down them house. It have got mashed down them house. This is what truth doing to people. Truth. Now we are not close, man. Truth does come raw and bridled. And we are being oppressed by some foreign people. Yet my people ignore that. And I fight with each other, not realizing it's a foreign agenda. That's why I'm quick for make peace with my brother. Well, you diss me yesterday, and you said peace today, and I'm a king. My respect. I just now gonna allow you to disrespect me again, but I say peace. And we're gone and we're good. Nah pre you, you nah pre me. Or we can't get back to that. Because the foreigner them say them don't want that. The foreigner them say, watch ya. One of a bus gunshot. Now my people spoil. Them celebrate some foreign people where I flaunt them wealth in front with. Some foreign guys. I talk about them are people like we. We're not people, we're not Persian. That's why I want to get the upper hand. But for no time now I come. Because we as a people have start no say we don't have no foreign contract, but say we have all our toys, trinkets, all of the things that we need, we have it. But we're not under no foreign enslavement. That's gonna be the difference. And that's why I want my people learn how to contract. Salute to the artists when him cargo out there. Because I hear him talk some things and I say, hey, contract, wanna come talk to me. I'm here to sing and not uno. And I like them kind of reasoning there. The rest of things them I don't know about. But the moment you talk about contract, That's where it's supposed to be. You talk to me, I know you're engaged in a contract. You understand? Let's put it in writing. So again, clarity. And this is how we have to present ourselves out there. Now make no man come and tell we all kind of things and them is a part of the foreign agenda. You get me? Because the foreign man buy out them and them ancestors. Enough of these ancestors sell out. But them did that yesterday. We were there. I'm going to hide my people.
Brazil even went as far as to pay for transportation costs from Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived. European immigrants were given preference over Black people in jobs, housing, and education, and the impacts of this are still felt today. Today, over 78% of Afro-Brazilians live below the poverty line. There have been many attempts to resist the relentless oppression of Black people in Latin America. In Brazil, the Unified Black Movement has challenged racial and class discrimination since the 70s. And in Colombia, Francia Marquez has led the battle for Afro-Colombian land rights since she was 15.
I love this
lady. She gave a voice to people who didn't feel represented by the white elites who ruled Colombia for centuries.
And I forgot to highlight this lady, you know? Yeah, man, beautiful, man.
In 2022, she was elected Colombia's first Black vice president.
Después de 214 años, logramos un gobierno del pueblo, el gobierno de los nadies y las nadies de Colombia.
So the policies aimed at erasing Black people from society failed, but they successfully created many obstacles that prevented Afro-descendants from accessing land, education, and the labor market. And that's why you can't talk about the current conditions of Black people in Latin America without acknowledging the centuries of discrimination, racism, and oppression. Dash says that in order for anti-Blackness to be dismantled, people have to give up power.
Or power needs to be seized. Because we're talking about lived and material conditions when we're talking about anti-Blackness. It's not just simply someone not liking me because they're anti-Black. We're talking about systems that decide people's life and if you will even have a life.
This means it's not just about acknowledging and celebrating Black people's contributions in Latin America during festivals or national holidays, but about reparations and setting up systems that actually benefit Black communities.
It's about repair and transformation. And it cannot be up to the same people who benefit from my subjugation.
Despite these challenges, Black people throughout Latin America continue to fight for equality. And just like San Basilio de Palenque, Black communities are still standing.
Bosse set of information. Bosse set of information. Yeah, man. Boy, may I tell you, one of the sweetest set of information I've come across. You know what I mean? Because it really, I tell you about the deceptive nature of these people.
Haitian President Alexandre Pétion agreed to help Bolivar on his quest for liberation under one condition. If Bolivar won, he had to abolish slavery and the new republic he was fighting for. Bolivar agreed, and a few years later, he defeated Spain throughout South America and
was
the foundation of the region. But that anti-Blackness didn't stop with Bolivar.
nothing has changed.
Anti-blackness was baked into the foundation of the region, but that anti-blackness didn't stop with Bolivar. See, the emancipation of slavery was a threat to the social hierarchy in Latin America, so white elites came up with a plan to systemically, physically, and culturally wipe out black people. How did the region do it? Mass white European immigration.
Mass white European migration, not just immigration, migration. Because them not leave our place when them come here. Them come take root. Same thing them do upon the island. We have all kind of Ukrainian in our location and Russian and some foreign people. Like we have some Dutch where them people that start the slave colony. Dutch West Indian Company. And we have I see image with Dutch people in my land. Watch me now. We identify on Same like how no like to try to identify we. It's just like how uno know we. Now we are get to know uno. And so now that we can identify uno in our land. Uno better know what uno do going forward. Because we as a people now is up. We now got a fair rise up, We up right now, All we want to know what the direction, You get me? Because we don't have what we need. It's just, this system where fuel the criminality and the crime, this political system where fuel the criminality and the crime. You know what I mean? Because of them created. That's why I'm not going to ever excuse them. You understand? And every single politician benefit. Every single politician benefit from the degradation of our society. This is why the politician can flaunt them big house. You understand? Nothing wrong when you want to live in a nice place, but come on. Look upon the people and where you're supposed to govern over and make them live good first. Or make them live good too. How about that? Share some might. You get 100 million from China. Watch me now. Give away even 10 million, man. You take the whole 100 million and wrap it up, boy, them fake trust. That's why it means a man like bust up and expose on a trust system on have. Because that's on hide a lot of the slave legacy in a foreign trust. And we have a proof that all of we are foreigner. Anything we want to have and possess, a slave legacy. We don't own absolutely nothing in this earth. Everything we want to possess come from I and I people. Slave legacy. So now if I tell my people of this American hemisphere, so them are Afro-Brazil when there is no such thing. There is no way we not go write on paper, so we take 10 million slave from Africa. Big old lie. You understand? Because we couldn't mess with Africa. You understand? We not try to get foothold in Africa. You understand? And we not tear up India. So we want to do on export on a waste. Some people not use for and send them people around here come govern over us and colonize the place and spoil the place. That's the truth. See it here? 10 million and 90% got Argentina. That's this Argentina invader. I got now say there is no original American here in Brazil. This is where here in Argentina. And this is where the white man step on the tape. And my people miss it. But I give thanks, AJ platform. But I tell you, you can't buy this at shop here. Yeah, man, you can't buy them information here at shop. True. And it breaks my heart when we see them kind of truth here. Because now we are going to see the amount of our ancestors that has been misplaced, removed, and brutalized and slaughtered, marginalized, and oppressed, and is continually being oppressed. Brazil is under the oppression with the very same Syrian-looking type of, imitation Brazilians, these invaders. Them populate the police. You see, in the slum area, you see the people them will look like I. No different in Haiti. You understand? And we have to go look upon all Trinidad and Tobago to say, what go on? Because I know people like I there in these islands. And I'm quite sure for them only way out of a think, them have to engage in a criminality. And we have to there to say, watch your man, that are the trick and that is the trap. The moment we can actively participate in a criminality like that, we trap. Babylon now have jurisdiction. And when some man stockpile them weapons and I brag about it and thing, then it give Babylon, justification for coming mad and mean. You already published, said this is what you have and this is what you intend to do. Then Babylon now come try negotiate with you. They must send some black helmet, man. But when you see the black helmet, you got think say our people, but really are some foreign police. You understand? And foreign police enjoy destroying, us as a people. Right? It is embedded inside them. You understand? So when we have all our Jamaica different force, I know say my people. Yeah, I know the Jamaica Defense Force, our soldier. When I look upon them can identify with I, and I can identify with them as I people. The very same police structure, I people. The governance is a little bit different. You understand? And when it comes on to the governance and the people, and we're going to give out and issue certain orders. Where I come from foreign, them not necessarily going to look like us. That's why I'm going to give thanks when my people are sharp enough, where them know the difference now. Because I tell you, see, if it was back in the days, and me step out here about me free, away I say, man, them clot me up long time, man. But when them try it with our new people, what they are now, our own people look and say them not in it. This is why I know that change is here. So it's not about, we are go at the system and destroy our people. No, we can go at the system and educate our people. That's why I don't like when I see certain tapes and man embarrass police and them thing there. Matter of fact, I address a court case when I say my brethren share in my group chat. I don't get to address it yet. But I'm aware with that court case there, with a foreign man being rude to him foreign judge. And I don't advise no man for going to court and operate that way or try to function that way. That's rude and disrespectful, and we don't promote nothing like that. I personally not promote no disrespect on a public officer, whether I enforce policy or not. No disrespect, people. Because the moment you present that, then you have to go no say to come back to you. I rather say a little dunce police will lose theme head, be disrespectful, and me maintain my respect. And thus let me get a supervisor. You understand? Because man, in my capacity, I can't deal with the regular people, the clerks, them when I have knowledge. I have to always ask for the supervisor, the manager, or whoever is the CEO. Because you have to have somebody who shall be held accountable for any kind of infraction or wrongs. So I'm not deal with the little clerks them, because I know them not have the knowledge. I just show them respect and ask them for them supervisor or them manager, and then I engage in a conversation explaining who, what, and what I deal with. And then I move forward. So at them level are my people. And if it does, you have some information and you want to be rude and disrespectful, them thing there, I burn them kind of behavior there. And I have a lot of people per mic. Well, not a lot, but you have few people here where we will stay that way. Them dunce like rat bat. You give them a piece of paper and say, read. Them can't read nothing at all. But them will listen to tapes and them run them out and get all kind of people plus themselves in trouble. I don't like those kind of people. People like those detest me. Because them not have no interest in learning to improve themselves. Them just want to show both. You know what I mean? Present themselves as something that they can never be. I don't like those kind of people. Them people that create problems for others. Yeah, man. So that's truth over all of them fallacious lies, them fallacies. You know what I mean? That's truth, we say. So let's bring truth, share truth. Salute to the platform, AJ. We cry for people in Brazil. We style it Black Brazil, because them want to make Brazil look like it or something else. You know what I mean? These yellow skin, whatever it is. But Brazil are us. Originally, it's us. It's always been us. The true Americans. Non-African. Not Afro-Brazil. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Amerindian Brazil. Or American Brazil. We are the Americans here. Simple. Yeah, man. Beautiful information. My people. Again, complete gratitude, you know. Yeah. And we now stop call them out, you know. Yeah, man. We call out our people. And we have to call out the people. Yeah, man. Give them the sound of the shofar.